we're going to dive into roadblock number 1. And this is a big one, everyone, because this is all about self-awareness. So many times in real estate investing, people want to jump to what market should I choose? What asset class should I choose? But yet, really what's most important here to really move through all the roadblocks is self-awareness. So let's talk about what that looks like, because it may seem obvious. It's not just looking in the mirror, it's much deeper than that. And Andresa and I really do like to go deep, because in order to go where you want to go, you really have to look at yourself and kind of have a state of the union, if you will, with yourself. So number 1, really getting a sense of what you bring to the table. It is basically what inventory, like your personal inventory. What do we mean by that? It includes things that you're good at. It includes things that you enjoy, that bring you joy. Andresa loves the smell of lumber. I don't really. So it's really important to know these kinds of things about one another as you're navigating what you bring to the table. Second thing that's also very important as you're thinking about self-awareness in this roadblock, your assets and your liabilities, what your credit score is. So when it comes down to, we're going to get into money as one of the roadblocks, but you do need to be self-aware with what you bring to the table, part of that. Time is a big one. The other piece here is experience and your skills. Like, what are you great at? What do you do that comes so natural to you and that you lose track of time? The relationships that you have, are you relationship oriented? Are you more task oriented? And obviously your personality style. So here's what you really want to get a sense of. And here, if I could just break it down very simply for you. There's your strengths and then there's your gaps. And we all have them. In order to really move through these roadblocks and really to create that life you want, you have to be laser focused on what your strengths are and laser focused on what your gaps are. We don't want you to focus on your gaps and think about them all day, but you need to be aware of them and you need to manage them. And there's lots of ways to do that. So when you think about your strengths and you think about your gaps, I really want you to zone in on the things I just mentioned, but most importantly, 3 areas. That's your skills, your experience, and your personality. I want to talk about skills and experience. So many women in our community come up to us and share with us, you know, I don't have all this experience in real estate. You know, how long is it going to take for me to get this? I don't know construction. I don't know property management. I don't know, interior design, right? They don't know these things. But here's what I want you to think about, especially if you are newer to the investing space or you're taking your business to a different level. Either or, this applies. What skills do you have right now? What skills professionally do you have that you can bring to the table? What experience as a mom, as a student, as a community member? We all have skills and experiences that we bring that actually can offer so much tremendous value in building the investment business that you want. I was talking to a woman, she was an engineer, and she's like, I don't think I have any skills that would help me in investing. I said, well, what do you mostly do for your engineering firm? She said, I do project management. I manage money and I manage people. That's a really important skill in this business, hugely. But she was discounting it because it had to do with a different industry. So again, get really clear on your skills and experience throughout your life, what you bring to the table, and what are the things that you're going to need to either learn or find team members and partner up with people on. The third thing I wanted to speak about on this particular point was your personality. But I really want you to get a sense of, really from a core behavioral perspective, there are things that come easily to you, whether you like talking to people or you don't like talking to people. Either or, one probably comes more natural to you. Some people are people-oriented, some people are very task-oriented. Not just knowing it, but owning it and leveraging it is part of this roadblock number 1 of self-awareness. The key to be so effective in this business is to really know what those things are that you bring to the table and then where those gaps are. So hope that gives you some insight into that piece. So the bragging list, I want to end on your action step. So what is the bragging list? Think about everything that you've done and accomplished and write them down and ask someone who knows you well professionally to add to that list. And don't discount the things that come easily to you. We always discount things that come easily to us because it comes easily to you, but it doesn't come easily to other people. So write as much that you can think about down, think about your skills, think about your life experience, think about everything that you've been through, personally and professionally. If you get stopped, again, go to people that know and like and respect you. And also part of this is when you do this and you create this list, we want you to share it with people. We want you to own it unapologetically. So that way you can really feel confident as you're talking about what you bring to the table. So here's what we would encourage you to do as your big action step. The bragging list is critical, very, very important. In addition to that, we really want you to have a state of the union with yourself. Before you get into all the nuts and bolts of this business, have a State of the Union. Really get clear on what you bring to the table and what gaps you have that you may need to fill, not just by you, but by other people. So thank you for watching this particular roadblock. And again, take action. That's so, so important here.